guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm really excited for today's video. It is going to be my October update for my deco painting project Pan. This project was created by Emily, one of my favorites here. I will have her channel linked down below, as well as the playlist and all of the other information pertaining to this particular project. If this is your first time catching a deco painting project Pan, I highly recommend you go check out Emily's introduction video, where she does a really nice job of explaining this project. It is like a game sort of project with a bunch of randomization, so there is a lot of information about this project, so I will leave her introduction video in the description box as well, so go check that out in case you're confused about how this project is run. I did decide to roll in quite a few just extra products last update. So we started this project with 5, but I think I have 9 products to update you guys on today, including 2 that will be rolling out. So we do get to draw 2 new cards to pick a couple new products to work on before the end of the year. So if you guys are interested in my update, stay tuned. First, if you have yet to subscribe to my channel and you like project painting content, or you just like to chit chat about makeup, I would love for you to consider subscribing before moving on. And other than that, let's jump into the video. I think it's been over a week since I've done my makeup, and it is a absolute muddy disaster. So please don't make fun of me. I actually was like laughing at my reflection in the mirror. I was like, don't do makeup in over a week, and then I forget how to even like try to attempt to do it. Like I said, if you are interested in how this particular project is run, go check out Emily's introduction video, but it has cards involved, there's a game board, etc. I'll have the spreadsheet with the game board down below as well, in case you're interested in doing this on your own. That being said, let's jump into my progress on everything, starting with one of the products that has been in here the longest. This is my Urban Decay Gwen Stefani lip liner in the shade Ex-Girlfriend. It's a really beautiful, cool toned, like mid-toned, cool toned shade. I really love this. I've been working on this diligently throughout the year. I think I rolled this in March, and we've made significant progress. When I look at like where we started in March to where we are now, I have made so much progress on this lip liner, but I don't feel like I'm gonna finish this by the end of the year, which is super sad because that was my goal. But this might be something that comes to 2022 with me, and we'll have to finish it at that time. Shoot, when I rolled this in, this was weighing 5 grams. Last update, we were at 4 grams, and we're still at 4 grams. So not a lot of weight change in the lip pencil. We're gonna continue to work on that. I did roll that in for the prompt, a lip pencil. Next up, I have my Tarte H2O lip gloss. This was rolled in for the prompt, my largest category. So in my makeup inventory, lip gloss is one of my largest, it is my largest category of makeup, like the category that I have the most products in. I want to say the last update that I gave, I was at 67. My newest makeup inventory is going to be a month late, and then we're only going to have 2 months, so it's not even like a quarterly check-in, but that video should be coming in the next couple of days. So I decided to work on this Tarte H2O lip gloss because it's one of the older ones in my collection, and I rolled this in the summertime where this shade made a little bit more sense. This is in the shade Zipline. Here it is swatched right here. When I rolled this in, this weighed, where is my note? I rolled this in June, and this weighed 23 grams. It's currently weighing 22 grams today. It weighed 22 grams last update. I did reach for this some. Because I just swatched this, I ruined all of the windowing, but I would say by my best estimate, I am probably right about here. This is a stickier gloss formula, so I'm not 100% certain I'm going to take the stopper out of this one, just because it gets so incredibly messy when you take the stopper out. But I'm hoping I could still finish this one by the end of the year. We have a couple more months till the finale, so that is still going to be my goal with that one. That obviously will be staying in the project. Next up, for a black-owned makeup brand, I rolled in this single shadow from JD Glow. Here is the shade Good God. I hope it's focusing. As you can see, there's a good like disturbance in the pan, but I believe I only reached for this twice, one of them being today. I have this mixed with another shade from a palette we're going to talk about. I absolutely adore this shade, love this. My goal is to hit pan on this. I still think I could do that by the end of the year. I barely wore makeup the last month or so. I was so bad about wearing makeup. I keep saying I want to get better, and I haven't been getting more consistent with my makeup wear at all. I recently, or earlier this year, I hit pan on another like similar shade, so I feel like I still have kind of a ways to go. I'm just hoping that I have pan on this by the end of the year. We'll see. This has weighed 4 grams since we rolled that in July. Sorry, in July it weighed 5 grams. Last month it weighed, sorry, in July and August it weighed 5 grams. Last month it weighed 4 grams and it still weighs 4 grams today. I am someone who has had the unlucky fortune of rolling the Joker card in 2 times now, and if you roll in the Joker, you have to choose something in your makeup collection to pan that you really don't feel like panning. So the first time I got the Joker, I rolled in these 2 pigments. Both are from MAC. I have the blue brown shade as well as the shade Gold Stroke, and I gave myself a goal of reaching for each of these 15 times. So 15 times for blue brown and 15 times for Gold Stroke. Last update, I was at 11 of 15 for Gold Stroke. I reached for this 1 additional time, putting me at 12 of my 15 uses for that. So I'm getting close there. For blue brown, I was at 5 uses last update, and I only reached for this 1 additional time, putting me at 6 of 15 on the blue brown. But I don't think I reached for these for years, so both of these are getting significantly more progress than they have in the past. Both continue to weigh 12 grams as they have pretty much since the introduction. And then the second time I rolled the Joker, I rolled in my Pat McGrath Interstellar Icon palette, and I gave myself a goal of hitting pan on this blue shade, which is the other shade that's all over my lids today. The reason I selected this as a product that I didn't want to pan, 1, it's Pat McGrath, super expensive, didn't necessarily in my head want to like use up. It's like that thing that you do when you don't want to use a product you know you spent a lot of money on. Am I the only one who does this? I know I'm not, because I know a lot of people talk about this. So because it's Pat McGrath, I feel like there's that part of me that feels like it should be reserved for special occasions, which is one of the reasons I rolled this in. And then also I chose the blue shade because I just don't wear blue eyeshadow all that often. But I do feel like I've worn blue a lot on filming days this year. So this weighed 122 grams last update, and it still weighs 122 grams. There is a disturbance in the pan. I know you can see that. I have panned 1 other Pat McGrath shade in the past, and the pans are pretty deep, so I don't know. I'm hopeful we'll have pan by the end of the year, but I'm not 100% certain on that. One of the products that we will be rolling out, which I'm super excited about, is my Urban Decay All Nighter Face Primer. So I rolled this in for the prompt, my lowest rated within a category. I must have a lot of high rated makeup primers because this still gets 4 out of 5 stars on the Sephora website, and I personally love this primer. I also have this primer as well as the Ultra Glow, and both of them are like kind of like moisturizing gripping primers. Neither, I used to say in the past I would repurchase this one. However, I don't feel like I 100% need this one anymore. I really enjoy the Ordinary High Adherent Silicone Primer, which isn't quite as gripping as this one, but I have other gripping primers that I could use in place of this one that are less expensive. So I'm really excited that I finished this off. This is an empty. When we rolled this in, this was 43 grams. This was pretty full. It was all the way up here. And now this is empty and it is weighing 18 grams. I maybe have like half a use left, but I am gonna be rolling this out. I'll get my half a use out of it tomorrow, but it doesn't make sense. I put it on my face today and it was like sputtering out. So it doesn't make sense for me to like keep this in when it actually is done. It weighs 18 grams today, and I'm really excited to call this an empty because like I said, I don't think I will repurchase this. So it's hopefully one less product in my primer collection. Sephora VIB sale is coming up, and I currently don't have any primers in my basket. So fingers crossed we can end with a few less primers this year than we started. And then last update, like I said, I rolled in 3 products. So I was just like having fun. I was like, you know what, let's roll some products in, go for it. So one of the products I am already going to be rolling out, it is my ColourPop Taurus Quad, and I rolled this in for the prompt Your Zodiac Sign, or Zodiac Sign. I can't remember if it was your specific one. I think it was. And obviously I am a Taurus. I was born May 9th, and I just gave myself a goal of reaching for this 5 times. It was brand new to my collection. I did reach for this 5 times. This is pretty much the only thing I used the last month to do my makeup. Because like I said, I barely did my makeup. There was a couple days that I did a few things, like I used my pigments and stuff, but anyway, I did reach for this 5 times. I think this is really beautiful. Obviously it's a quad, so you're kind of limited with what you can do with it, but I'm really excited that I got my 5 uses out of this, and I'm ready to roll that out. And then for the prompt fall, or something that reminds you of autumn/fall, I rolled in this little mini lip gloss from ABH. This is in the shade Kristen, and this just is a very like fall tone to me. Like this is like my tone in the fall time, so that is why I decided to select this. When we rolled this in last update, it was at 17 grams and it is currently weighing 16 grams. So super exciting. We did see some movement in weight, but this is obviously something we will continue to work on. And then I cannot remember what I rolled my L'Oreal Pro Glow in. I can't remember the prompt, but I will post it on the screen right here. And I did give myself the goal to finish my L'Oreal Pro Glow. I think it may have been for the prompt oldest in my collection, and this is the oldest foundation currently in my collection. When we rolled her in, she was about halfway done. This is where we are at today. She was 32 grams when I rolled her in, and now, I don't know why I keep referring to her as her, but this is weighing 29 grams today. I do have this on my face today, and this is pretty much exclusively the foundation that I was wearing the last month or so, because like I said, I barely did my makeup. Hopefully I'll do my makeup more and continue to use this. I haven't been self-tanning as aggressively. I mean, I still have been. So I do usually mix this with something that's a little bit deeper, but I'll continue to work on this, and fingers crossed, but not 100% confident, this will also be an empty by the end of the year. So that being said, I do have my Urban Decay primer as well as the ColourPop Zodiac palette that I'm going to be rolling out, and I am going to still draw 2 cards rather than, I know we started this project with 5, but I thought it'd be fun to just keep drawing cards. That's the whole fun of this project. So I'm just gonna draw 2 more cards to to pick 2 new prompts. I can't remember if this project ends, I think December 20th, and then we start back up again in January, I think. Don't quote me on that. So 2 more months of progress, or 2 more months left of this project. I can't speak or shuffle clearly today. I was doing the bridge down here, so just so you guys know, these are shuffled up. I'll do one more. There we go. Okay, and we're gonna draw 2 cards, and then I'll post the game board after we draw the cards. So we get, oops, the 9 of Hearts and the 8 of Clubs. I almost said spades. Okay, so I have my phone, and I'm gonna post the game board here on the screen for you guys so you can follow along with me. The 9 of Hearts is, ooh, pick your space, which I assume means pick any prompt on the game board. So I'm gonna come back to that. And then the 8 of Clubs is, ooh, most expensive. Ooh, these are good ones. Okay, let me make sure I'm getting the prompt correctly for pick your space. Choose whichever space or prompt on the board you'd like. Okay, shoot. Okay, so let me look back at the game board. This is fun. Okay. What do I want to do? Hair care. Maybe I could do, oh, is there a nail polish one? Foundation, body care. I could do, I don't know. This is hard. Should I pick another card to pick my prompt? No, that's not fun. Okay, hold on. I think I'm gonna go with a body care item just because I have so many products, like makeup products, that I'm trying to pan and finish off by the end of the year. I think I'm gonna go with a body care product. So I'm gonna go pick those 2 products. We have most expensive and we have body care, and I will be right back. All right guys, I'm back and I've selected my products. I feel like I'm gonna regret this most expensive one, but this is something at the beginning of the year I set out wanting to pan, and I just have not been as successful as I would like to have been because I wanted to finish this. It is my Pat McGrath Sublime foundation. So this is my most expensive foundation currently in my collection. This retails for $68. It's not my absolute favorite, but I do feel like this mixes well with some other foundations that I can work on it with. This was laying on its side, so I need to like let it sit upright before I can actually mark it. But I would guess I'm like maybe a third of the way done. I know you can see some windowing right there, but I'm not 100% certain. And then I will obviously take the weight for this as well. I am like fingers crossed if I could finish this by the end of the year. That would be the goal. I know I have 2 foundations then, plus a different one. I have a few foundations that I'm trying to finish by the end of the year then, so I don't know how realistic that is, but I would be excited about that because my foundation collection is still like out of control in terms of my makeup inventory. And then for my body care product, I actually am gonna go with this body oil. This is the Palmer's Cocoa Butter Formula Hemp Oil Calming Relief Body Oil. So as you can tell, I still have quite a bit of this left. My skin though, especially like my body skin, like even more so than my face, gets so incredibly dry here in Minnesota as we reach the winter months. I take a bath pretty much every single day in like scalding hot water. Like I want to leave the bath with blisters on my skin, basically. Not really, but kind of. Anyway, so my skin gets so dry, and sometimes I'm just lazy when it comes to using my body oils, using my like lotions and things like that. So I figured having this in a project would help me just get use out of it. I'm just gonna track my usage. I know there's a lot, but I also feel like when I use this, I wanna cover my entire body. So if I could finish this by the end of the year, I would be excited about that, because that would probably mean that I moisturize my skin at least once a day, every day from now until December 20th. And this was relatively inexpensive. I picked this up at Target for I think $8.99. And it's super hydrating. It's a really nice product. I definitely recommend this one, and I'm excited to get some use out of it. I obviously will mark this, and then we will just see how my progress goes. But after that, that is going to wrap it up for this update in the this is going to wrap it up for my October update for my deco painting project pan. I hope that you guys enjoyed. I would love to know in the comments below if you've recently hit pan on anything or finished anything up. Thank you so much for sticking around to watch today's video and for supporting my channel as you guys always do. I love you guys so much, and I will catch you in my next video. Bye!